Welcome to the third week of 2024, a time when the year is settling into its own rhythm and our intentions are finding sturdy ground. I do hope this message finds you in great spirits, ready to embrace the unique energy that January the 15th through to the 21st holds for each and every one of us. As we navigate the currents of this week, it's a period of consolidation, a time to anchor our aspirations, refine our plans. Whether you're diligently working towards your goals, or maybe it's a New Year's resolution, are finding solace in the beauty of winter's calm, know that the universe is conspiring to support your undertakings. This week invites us to channel the disciplined energy of winter, like nature itself, taking a pause before a burst of spring. It's an opportune time for strategic moves, organized efforts, and grounding our ambitions in practical steps. I am thrilled to have you here, part of this cosmic journey. Together, let's dive into the cards of the week, uncovering insights and finding inspiration to make these mid-January days purposeful, meaningful, fulfilling. Now stay tuned as we unravel the cosmic threads from January the 15th through to the 21st through the tarot. Remember that this is for all zodiac signs, whether it be your sun, moon, or rising. And if you're unsure about what your moon or rising sign is, I've left a link to my free natal chart below so that you can gather that information for yourself. I'm excited to share insights, offer guidance, and be a part of your journey as we navigate the energies of this transformative week. Wishing you a week filled with intentional strides. Let's make it a purposeful week together. I'll see you there. Welcome, Taurus. This is your weekly focus for January the 15th through to the 21st, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thanks for being here. I truly appreciate it. And let's dive into the cards, shall we? Okay. Our underlying energy for the entire week is the Eight of Swords. Wow, there's a real change in perception going on here. You know, where you thought you couldn't go forward, where you thought you were blocked in some way or burdened in some way or maybe pushed into a corner, not allowed to go forward in the way you want. There's this new perception, this new understanding coming in that you can do exactly that. It's maybe you break through this glass ceiling where somebody said you shouldn't, you couldn't, you mustn't, you can't. And you're saying, yes, I can. Absolutely, I can. And so you're growing strong in your voice and where you want to go. It's almost like a death and rebirth happening here for you in some way. Okay, and in this image, we are surrounded by swords. We are in a cage, basically. But after the initial shock wears off, that, oh my gosh, we're trapped, we realize our hands are free. And when we realize our hands are free, we can pull that blindfold off. And when we take the blindfold off, so we get some kind of clarity come in, some kind of knowledge, some kind of understanding. And we rip off that blindfold and we see that we could have went forward all this time. So it's almost like there's this awakening or this rebirth of who you are and what you can accomplish, what you can step into if you truly want to. Our first card is the Judgment card. Well, I would have to say first and foremost to stop being so harsh on yourself, to lighten up a little bit, to start telling yourself that you are the incredible human being that you are worthy, that you are enough, that you are deserving of whatever you want in life. Also, stop judging yourself to other people. When this card comes out, the only thing you should be judging is, are you a better person today than you were yesterday? And if you're doing that, then that's all that matters. Okay? Compare yourself to you. And some days, maybe you won't be as good as you were yesterday. But you know that tomorrow you can be. And so when you're using that measuring stick of life, measure your own growth, not everybody else's around you. Okay. Also, don't be too judgmental of what shows up in your path. Don't be strict or too narrow-minded to see maybe the opportunity that is being handed to you. And maybe you don't recognize that opportunity as an opportunity when it shows up. And so we immediately say, nope, not for me. Instead of investigating it, instead of asking some questions, instead of gaining some knowledge first. But I think as the week goes on, you also want to step into knowledge and wisdom a little bit more. Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, new start. Could this be work and career? Growing the abundance. This is a brand new path towards abundance. Now, when this card comes out, we also get this confirmation that we are on the right path. You know, things start working a little bit smoother. Things start to go with the flow a little easier. We don't find as many barriers holding us back, not letting us take the next step and the next step and beyond. So let's say this great job is available, but you really don't have a vehicle that will make the trip every day. Right now you're using transit maybe, but this job means that you'd be on transit for like 2.5 hours and driving would be 20 minutes. So, the car would be the realistic thing. Otherwise you're gone 4 to 5 hours extra on your day, right? Just in traveling. And so you want to say no to the job, but you really want it because it shows off your talents, your abilities. You really think that it would be a great move for yourself. And all of a sudden you hear of somebody and they know of this guy and he's moving countries. He's got to sell all of his stuff really fast. And so he's willing to sell his car at this price. And I thought of you right away. Do you want in? And it is something that you can afford. Or maybe you feel like I've been out of the workforce for a couple of years now and I don't even have the clothes to wear. If they hired me, what would I even wear to work? So I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even take it. Maybe I should just go work somewhere where they give me a uniform or something. But all of a sudden the gal down 3 houses down, or she comes knocking at your door and she says, you are the same size as, maybe it's herself, maybe it's her husband, depending on who you are, what you wear. And I'm cleaning the closets, and I thought a whole bunch of the stuff would really look great on you. Do you want to go through it and then donate the rest to charity? And all of a sudden you get this bag full of clothes that are perfect for this new job opportunity that you're going into. Or maybe it's it could be so many things. I'm thinking work and career here because it is abundance, and we are in an 8 year, and we just came through that new moon in Capricorn, all about moving ourselves forward when it comes to work, when it comes to career in our life, going on new journeys, going on new adventures. I mean, that could be something too, right? You want to learn a language, and all of a sudden you get invited on this trip where they speak that language. Right? So you can start to learn as you walk through their streets and learn a little bit about their culture while you do it or something. Or maybe you just want to learn something new. Or maybe it's a time factor. Maybe it's an energy factor. Maybe it's a resources factor that's holding you back from whatever possibility you want to step into right now. And know that you'll get a nod of approval. Something will open up, or you'll get this aha moment, this epiphany, this revelation of how you can actually step forward into that dream, that goal. Maybe the strategy, maybe the plan. And you will get these little hints that, yes, you're on the right path. Keep going, keep going, keep going, they say. And the Hangman. Now here we are, we're hanging upside down, but we are not struggling. We are in a meditative state here. We are thinking things through. Okay, very important when the Hangman is here to stay in the present moment. Don't borrow too much energy from our yesterdays, and definitely don't look too far forward into our future about what could be, what might be, because that's, it hasn't happened yet, so anything could happen. So leave that wide open. Don't look in the future. Don't look in the past. Look at the here and now. Okay, through meditation, prayer, maybe taking walks around the park, down by an ocean shore, wherever it might be. And I think you're kind of summing some things up in your life. Maybe it's where you have support, where you don't have support, where you have control, where you need control. And those are two very different things. Sometimes we go after wanting control over things and we can't get that control and it drives us nuts because we want to be in charge. We want to set the rules. We want to provide the direction. But is it in our best interest to do those things? Or could we utilize our time and energy in a better way and use it on our dreams, our goals, our desires, rather than somebody else's? Or maybe we need to compromise where we've been headstrong. We haven't wanted to say yes to it. Even though deep down we know we should say yes, our ego takes over and it's like, no, I don't agree at all. Meanwhile, inside your heart's kind of saying, say yes, say yes, say yes. You know, it's those kinds of compromises. The compromises that'll move you forward. I don't even like the word compromises. It should be more of a collaboration, right? Where it's a win-win for all parties involved. Work and career. Look at this, the Three of Wands. So this could be brand new work for you. Absolutely. A new career path. Could be, absolutely. It could be a new money stream. Maybe you're taking a hobby and turning it into a business. Maybe you have that business, but you want to take it in a new direction. Maybe you work for a solid company right now, but it's time to take that promotion and go forward in some way and really utilize your talents and abilities. And we're thinking things through. We may not be making decisions this week, to be quite honest with you. But we're looking at the different things coming at us, and the energy really changes this week because the sun moves, right? And when the sun moves, it's kind of weird because Pluto, now what's Pluto for you? Pluto is your work and career. Oh, yeah, okay. So there could be, you don't want to make actually the decision yet, but there'll be things opening up to you that midweek, look midweek, okay? On this, you'll be looking at new possibilities, new directions. And don't be too quick to say yes or no to anything right now, because Pluto's in the final degree of Capricorn. The sun is moving out of Capricorn, so obviously crossing over Pluto and then goes into Aquarius. But the very next day, Pluto comes in to Aquarius, okay? So, and they stay conjunct like that but it changes, the energy changes. It goes from maybe learning experiences or travel in some way into your career setting, into what defines you when it comes to work, when it comes to career. What are the talents? What are the abilities? And this is a time that you want to choose quite wisely. So we stand here on the precipice of our tomorrow. We're looking out into our tomorrow. And we're holding that first wand and we are trying to see things how they would play out. You know, kind of maybe be making a little bit of a strategy in our mind of what might work and might not work. Eventually we'll move over to the second wand. We'll give it even more thought. There might be new things coming in. It might be a whole different path completely. And eventually we'll move over to the third wand and make a decision going forward. Who knows? That could be a third offer. So things will be changing in your life, especially with the sun and Pluto together like that, because the sun is the I am. Pluto is our warrior. He's the do it or die kind of energy, like pushing us to successes, pushing us to greatness at all times. So, and this is going to be happening in your work and career for, give or take the next 20 years. Pardon me. I know it sounds horrible, but it is so much better than it was. Okay, let's go to, hang on, I have to cough here, so I'll be right back. Okay, my apologies. Okay, where were we? We did career, let's do love and relationships, and we got the World card. My goodness, what's happening with this? Are we closing doors in our relationships? Is this also an endings and new beginnings kind of energy for you? There's some loose ends we have to tie up before we go forward in this. Absolutely. What's Venus doing? This could actually be, where we're putting those endings and new beginnings into place, those deaths and rebirths. It could be with groups of people. Okay? The groups that you love to hang around with, those committees and those team experiences. I think you're looking at the overall picture of your life, and there are some relationships that have to end. You also want to step into some new beginnings with relationships, new people, and that could also go with work and career too, that you'd be surrounded by all new people or some new people, new groups of people. It could be team play that you're looking for, but there's some loose ends here. When the world card comes up in relationships, first of all, if you're dating, I would highly recommend not dating. Okay? It's a time to heal from the last relationship, to come out of it strong, ready to commit to a relationship because you are deserving of it. You are worthy of the love. And you know it to the core of your being. You know that you are worthy and you are deserving of great love. So it could be a week where we need to heal a little bit in that regard. It could also be in our relationships, where we've made distance within the relationship, maybe building that bridge again. Or we could be burning the bridge. But there's definitely things that we have to, maybe you've been having this constant battle. And it's ongoing. It's like every time that something happens, this thing from the past rears its ugly head and somehow weaves itself into the argument again. And this is about taking care of that problem so it doesn't appear again. So taking care of the things that we need to take care of in our relationship. Maybe it's having more communication. Maybe it is having more compassion. Maybe it's giving more support. Maybe it's showing our love and respect more. Or maybe we need those things from that person. Now this could be platonic, this could be romantic, this could be your significant other, this could be a best friend, a close co-worker, friend in the community, within the family itself. But it's almost like we've got to do some housekeeping when it comes to our relationships in order to feel strong in our relationships. In order to feel, I hear, viable. So whatever that means, hopefully that means something to you. It means nothing to me. Okay. Our spirituality is the Six of Swords. You need to start seeing yourself progressing forward in your imagination, in your dreams, waking and sleeping, absolutely. Through meditation, through prayer, through quiet contemplation. Maybe it's through grounding yourself in nature and taking that walk outdoors and thinking about where you want to go, what you want to do. This is about moving forward. This is about going to uncharted territories. This is about, okay, so this boat here, if we look at the back of the boat, we can easily see that it's built for a motor. And maybe we've been waiting for that motor to show up because we didn't want to do all the work. But it's time. It's time to take that pull. It's time to push ourselves offshore. Everything will work out. Those swords in front are your strengths. It's your knowledge, your wisdom, your talents, your abilities leading the way. But it's definitely, and we have this very clear energy, this nice, clear, soft water that we're pushing. There's not huge waves or anything. So I don't think you will find much pushback right now if you try and go forward into uncharted territories and do a little bit of investigating of what you want to step into, where you want to go, where you want to plant your feet. And for home and family, we have the Nine of Cups. So what do you want? What do you want your home to be like, your family life to be like? This is a time to really think things through of what kind of magic that you can bring into the home, bring into the family dynamics, or what you want it to look like going forward. So this could be you want to move. It could be moving, absolutely. Or traveling. I kind of get this travel bug in you for some reason. Or maybe what you want to learn. Maybe you want to learn how to interior design so that you can make your house the best house on the block. It's things like that that can kind of come up right now for you. It's how to, yeah. What do you wish for? Do you want the in-ground pool? Do you want a jacuzzi, a hot tub? Do you want the indoor-outdoor swimming pool? Do you want that cozy little nook? Do you want a greenhouse? And who are the people, okay? Do you want to make it so that all the family is always there for you, or only a certain few are really the core of your family? So it's making wishes, dreaming about the potentials in growing our home, growing our family, growing our health and well-being as well. What are some of the things? Do we want a six-pack? Then, well, I guess we need to get to work on that. We need to have a plan. We need to have a strategy. You're going to do something at your home? Are you going to go and meet with other people? Are you going to go to a gymnasium? You're going to lift weights? You're going to do some kind of strengthening workouts? You're going to jog? What are you going to do? And this is some of the wishes that you want to do, and then you're going to start looking at the strategies on how to actually walk into those wishes, those desires. They can hear you, they can set up the opportunities for us, but we are the ones that always have to do the work. Okay, let's get a Circle of Doors tarot card for you. And our card is the Two of Knives, choice. The page doesn't want to open. There we go. Okay. She made it seem so cut and dry. I pretended I was too smart for such easy questions. But in the end, I had to admit it was only fear or love. Step into the mirror of hidden reflections and reveal the clear and clean decision you've already made. Out past all the flowery language and distracting details lies the essential dilemma, the one question that truly matters. This world lives and thrives by the magic of symmetry, the union and division of pairs. And in this dance of duality lies the secret upon which the mind balances. You need only to silence your inner chattering and look closely with a sharp and clear eye to find the simple answers that have been waving your banner and calling your name. Ask yourself, what is the fundamental question at the heart of the problem? Have you ever considered every conflicting angle? When all outside influence is removed, which part of you makes the final call? Your affirmations for this week are, I make important decisions with clear eyes. I know what serves me and what does not. I gain confidence through awareness. I am decisive. And of course, we will get Louise Hay's Power Thought cards here. And we have, I am at peace. I am at peace. Divine peace and harmony surround me and dwell in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, myself included. I am at peace. So maybe that is what we're really truly looking at. How do you find peace of mind? How do you find that breathable energy? What do you need to create in your life? What do you need to step into your life? What do you need to walk away from? Because there was endings. There was the death and rebirth. So there are things that we need to let go of this week. Absolutely. In order for you to find that balance, that inner peace, that knowing that you're safe and competent to go forward in the way that you want. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.